What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to bring you some Warhammer 40K lore. Today we are covering my favorite faction in all of 40K, the Tau Empire. So yes, the Tau are all about shooting from long range, and their technology is pretty up there. I'd say it's probably the second most advanced technologically, besides that of the Eldar, and that's just because the Eldar had their golden age and they were at the tippy top of all creation. However, Slanesh said, I ain't having all that, and started eating their souls. So, throughout the years, the Tau kind of began advancing more so and more so, even surpassing that of the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Imperium of Man, just because they're kind of backtracking, which is weird. Usually you want to keep progressing your technology, but with the whole Men of Iron thing and artificial AI rebellions, they decided to kind of slow down on technology, so much so that they lost a lot of it. And that's why they're searching for STCs and like dreadnoughts of the 40K era. They're not as powerful as the dreadnoughts from the 30K era, so you can kind of see where humanity's going backwards. However, today I am talking about one of the more amazing feats of technology that the Tau have created, and this is, you could probably read it on the title, the TigerShark. No, not that, or this, but yes, I'm talking about this. The TigerShark AX-1-0. This is basically a weapon of war. This vehicle was used as the Tau version of a Titan killer. So as we all know, Titans are these massive machines of war. Usually they're the size of like massive buildings, and the Tau had no actual Titan to fight against the Titans of like Mankind, Chaos, etc. So they needed a way around this. And finally, the Earth caste of the Tau decided to create, well, they didn't decide, they were ordered to create a weapon of war that was capable of bringing down these massive beasts of machinery that could literally wipe out cities in like a short volley of fire. So the Ethereals were like, hey, make this, we need it. And the Earth cast is like, I got you, B. And they made the TigerShark AX-1-0. Now, the first instance that this type of vehicle, aircraft for that matter, was used was during the Taros campaign, where the Imperium's greatest war engines were besieging the Tau Empire. But luckily, with the aid of the Earth cast and the Air cast, they developed this variant of the TigerShark. This is a very, very powerful feat of technology, and I'll get to why right now. So this vehicle has the automated repair system, meaning if it takes damage, tiny drones will swarm over the damaged area and repair them in the midst of battle. So there's no need to land and have a crew make repairs on the spot. They can literally just fix themselves right in the air, even during dogfights. On top of this, they have decoy launchers, which are a defensive maneuver that's usually mounted around the engines of this vehicle. They fire out clouds of reflective strips and sophisticated electronic decoys, and also flares to basically kind of disorientate and kind of block missiles and any type of warheads coming their way. On top of this, they also have an advanced targeting system. So not only are they very powerful defensively, this ATS can assist the vehicle's gunner by identifying priority targets. Now, of course, the Tau pilots piloting this are very, very good at what they do, but they're human. They're Tau. They're not perfect. So the sensor spines allow them to kind of gather information and use that to avoid hazardous terrains and other such things that the pilot itself doesn't usually have time to kind of think about. When you're in the midst of battle, you're kind of just trying to get the best of your opponent, and you might overlook that tree that's a little higher than the rest of them, or that rock that just slipped off of a canyon, almost clipping your wing. So that's why sensor spines are there to kind of help out the pilot in better maneuvering this vehicle. And finally, the last piece of equipment that's been added to this TigerShark is the mighty point defense targeting relay. And I say mighty because this feat of technology is designed to provide superior covering fire for any nearby firecast units. It basically automatically targets and engages enemies that try to assault the vehicle or those firecast fire warriors. So let's say you're ready to pick up some fire warriors or we're trying to provide cover fire. This is what's going to differentiate friend from foe and kind of use small arms to take the foe down while not having to expend like the mighty weapons that are added to this. Speaking of weapons, let's jump right in to this awesome armaments. So let's start off with those two huge railguns that they have. So it is a twin-linked heavy railgun, and as we all know, railguns are like the pinnacle of Tau firepower. It uses electromagnetically induced linear acceleration to fire a projectile at extraordinary speeds. They are, like I said, really powerful, and they could fire at extreme ranges. It is able to pierce that of tactical dreadnought armor, land raiders, and of course, even the toughest armor of Imperial Titans. So the twin heavy railgun is its main weapon, but on top of that they can also fire twin-linked missile pods, as well as there's drone intelligence-controlled burst cannons. These provide cover fire, supporting fire, and also to better make sure that the pilot is able, or the gunner for that matter, is able to hit its target. There are marker lights and seeker missiles to basically just increase accuracy and make sure that the enemy gets completely obliterated. And finally, the last instance of this awesome vehicle of the Tau, the TigerShark, I'm going to give you the first time that it actually took down a Warhound class Titan. So again, this happened in the Taro sector of space during the Irakuda Isthmus, and that is when this TigerShark came into head-to-head combat with a Warhound class Titan. So to begin with, it fired off a salvo of missiles that overloaded the void shields, rendering the Titan pretty much defenseless. After that, shots from the heavy railguns penetrated the center of the Titan's hull, causing critical damage to this war machine. Eventually, after a few more shots, it began to stagger, and finally it fell. Shocked Imperial commanders had thought that their mighty combat walker would be impervious. However, this TigerShark surpassed anything that the Imperium thought that the Tau were capable of. This literally scared the Imperial force so much so that the remaining 3 Titans that were present in this Taro sector withdrew instead of facing another strafing run from the AX-1-0. Now this is crazy. As much as the Imperium seems to be prideful and just overall like their hubris is just off the charts, they chose to run. This says a lot about the firepower of the Tau vehicles and overall their technology. So again guys, that was the lore behind the TigerShark AX-1-0, and it's basically an improvement over the TigerShark vehicle. Again, I really like it. It seems the design is pretty cool because all their vehicles, their aircraft look a lot like manta rays, and for some reason that's the Tau's aesthetic. You've got like the Riptide, Barracudas and whatnot, and that all has to do with like ocean stuff, but it's weird because like the Tau aren't an aquatic race, but whatever. If you guys have used this vehicle in your Forge World games, because that's the only way to get a hold of this massive vehicle is through Forge World, let me know how well it performed. Usually you're not going to be using this in a standard 40k battle. This is more for like apocalypse and really huge types of battles. Just because it's so expensive both point-wise and money-wise. So, again, I've never seen this in an actual battle. I've never seen anybody play it. So if you guys know of any YouTubers that have a bad rep using the TigerShark, let me know, because I'd be interested to see how well it performs in battle. I mean, again, the lore has it that it's a Titan killer, but I'm not too sure. I feel like if you put this one-on-one against an actual Titan in a 40k game, I think the Titan's got it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, let me know what other Tau vehicles I should cover. I'm pretty sure I've gone through a majority of the Tau battlesuits, but if not, let me know down in the comments below, and we'll cover those in a video as soon as possible. Keep on hitting that like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you know that we have just posted a 40k video. We post pretty much every day, so be sure to check us out. Don't forget, we also have a Patreon page where a simple $1 helps us give you more awesome 40k videos and other amazing giveaways. As always, guys, this has been Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and thank you for watching.